I'm feeling activated. I'm feeling upset. I should just switch trains. What am I doing? I think I can switch trains. Let me see. Yeah, I'm getting off on the next station.
The next stop is Expo Bundy Station.
Okay, which is what I should have done. I was feeling activated. I was feeling scared. I was feeling vulnerable. Yeah, I'm sitting on the train, and these guys start harassing me. And I don't want to talk to them. So I moved to the back of the train. And they're basically yelling, so I say, please stop, I don't consent. And now they start cussing and name calling. I don't take any of it personal. I know I just do not consent. I don't want to be around this individual. Daisy, of course you feel how you feel. You're a loving goddess. It's not that loud, is it? Maybe it's because it's on. No, it's not. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear me? Okay, look. This is a goddess channel. It's for the queens. So if I see anything in the chat, like, we're gonna chat to
Maya Vista and Culver City via Sentinel, and to Brentwood via Bundy, and 15 weekday service to Brentwood via Barrington downstairs.
What can I say to unwanted comments in the chat?
The doors are closing.
That are vulgar or sexual in nature? How do I shut down a guy who is hitting on me? And call in the Goddess Squad. Over 90% of my viewers are women under 24. That means I'm a role model. That means I get to be Mama Lindsay, and I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I have 2 sons, 15 and 17 years old. That means that their friends are watching me. Goddesses, my little queens, my little tiny angel treasure, goddess in training beauties. Don't ever tolerate any disrespect from any adults. You are lovable and true. It's not about equality. It's about if a parent or a teacher humiliates us, devastates us, speaks down to us, we don't have the same ability to do that. We just got to this planet. We only speak God. And God says body sensations. No one can deny that the words of God are everything our bodies say. It's not written down in a book. Religion is one of those things to program us. Okay? The next thing God says is feelings. Our biofield, the energies in motion moving around us, that's God too. And then the third God I identified, God whispers magical, sparkly, elevating thoughts in our ear to create. Those are our desires, our universal needs. The language of God is our body sensations, feelings, and needs.
Now arriving, Expo, the Bolton station, connecting with Metro 761 and 233.
Let's say it again.
To the San Fernando Valley. Culver City,
body sensations, feelings, and needs.
Big Blue Bus 7 and Rapid 7 on nearby Pico. And 17 to the VA Medical Center downstairs. Please stand clear. The doors are closing.
It butchered that voice text. Gross. I don't want, go away if you're guys in the chat being blah, blah, blah. We don't want to read that. Okay, this is the queens. Alright, this is how you do it. calm, firm, unbothered teacher energy. We keep it respectful in this space. That kind of comment isn't welcome here. Let's keep it classy or keep it moving. This is not that kind of chat. Goddess Squad, we protect the energy here. Queens don't entertain disrespect. We rise above that. Block and bless. My space is sacred. If you can't respect it, exit. I'm not going to reinforce that. If you can't respect it, exit. I'm not going to reinforce that. I'm not going to attack you. I'm going to say you're too lovable. Don't do that. Put the music back on for you. Dude, what's going on with this? Alright, let's try
arriving west of Rancho Park Station. Connect here with Big Blue Bus 8 and Rapid 12 to UCLA. And Culver City Bus 3
Can you guys hear it?
to
I
West
can't.
LA, California.
I think the bus is just that loud. Yeah, I'm feeling like blah after that exchange with those guys. You men, like, leave the women and children alone. Especially if you're drunk or angry. The way that you're hitting on us is so disrespectful, right? I'm not interested. If you're in my chat, you are not in my dating pool. Stop. I'm not interested. If you're in my chat, you are not in my dating pool. Stop. I don't entertain that. I get go for it to be. How do I tell you that I want you to feel wonderful and have amazing experiences, and that we have respectful interactions and make each other feel pleasure and bliss and empower each other. And when we cut each other down, no one likes it, especially not the person doing it. And you men may not realize that you're making us women secrete adrenaline and cortisol, and it feels disgusting, and it doesn't feel good for you either. If everyone's always like, ew, to you, oh, that doesn't feel good for you. You want women to be like, oh, you're so amazing and you're so wonderful. You want to be magnetic and inspiring and influential. How do I tell you this in a way that you'll listen and retain it? Put it in the chat. Men, goddesses, hopefully we're up to 99%. Hair flip, shoulder. Yes, I'm calling you in now. If you want access to my energy, respect. If you want admiration, act admirable. We will get the mods. We'll figure out who the regulars are and who the goddess squad is. We will mod goddess upgrade you. Men don't respond well to lectures. You know, they respond to status and standards, self-possession. You wouldn't speak as much as I'm speaking when you're speaking to a level 10 mega muscle hunk. You would just say one word. And then the less level 10 mega muscle hunk they are, you will have to say a lot of words. And then if it's a pig in the mud, you just treat them like a pig in the mud. You just help them squish mud all over them and rub them in. You're so cute. Meaning you meet them where they're at. But you don't let a pig in your bed. He's gonna get mud all over. He's gonna get it in your hair. You know, always have to go wash yourself. It's gonna take too much of your energy. If you want a level 10 mega muscle hunk, level up. Goddess squad, level up. The key is men don't respond when we are like, you just name one need. Here's a magnetic and elevating way. Appeals to their ego in a healthy way. This is ChatGPT. Listen, if you want women to light up around when around you, speak to them in a way that makes them feel safe and respected. That's what makes a man magnetic. You want to be inspiring? Start by being respectful. That's attractive. Power isn't loud or vulgar, it's controlled. This makes them feel like leveling up, not being scolded. Here's a calm and direct teacher type. When you speak respectfully, people open up. When you cut people down, everyone shuts down, including you. If you want positive energy, you have to create it. You can't get admiration by demanding it, you earn it. Short, clean, no emotion. Except I would add. I think it's okay to add emotion. Just be like, if there's no emotion, it isn't an emotion. It's like done energy. That's an emotion, technically. Goddess authority, calling the standard higher. In this space, we build each other up. We don't drain energy. If you want praise, bring presence. If you want attention, bring character. Queens respond to kings, not chaos. This reframes the dynamic without attacking him. The psychology angle, but simplified. If you really want to say the adrenaline part, say it like this. When women feel disrespected, our biofield system goes into defense mode. When we feel respected, we glow. Decide which response you want. It's educational without being preachy. The most powerful version, very short. If you want wonderful energy, bring wonderful energy. That's it. That's the whole philosophy. The most powerful version, very short. If you want wonderful energy, bring wonderful energy. That's it. That's the whole philosophy. Here's the deeper truth. Someone to treat you. Demonstrate that access to you requires it. The moment you start over explaining why disrespect hurts, you lose authority. The moment you calmly say, we don't do that here, you gain it. Magnetic women don't argue. They read. You start over explaining why disrespect hurts, you lose authority. The moment you calmly say, we don't do that here, you gain it. Magnetic women don't argue. They redirect. If you'd like, I can help you craft a 15 second. Yeah, do the 15 speech. Do.
Jefferson Station. Connect here with Metro 105 to West Hollywood via La Cienega. 217 Hollywood via Fairfax.
That's enough
ChatGPT.
It makes my brain tingle in a weird way. So, you guys must imagine what it's like. Oh, it's annoying. I'll explain to you a little bit more. I'm going to move into the sunshine. Meaning away from that guy staring at me. Way better. Alright, but I had to deal with on this train is not okay. I'm glad I'm here for the other women though. Because if they've got the bajumbas to say it to Daisy, then they've certainly got the bajumbas to say it to my gorgeous, darling little queens. Over 90% of you are under 24. And you have the fluffiest hair, sparkliest, glowiest eyes, the most chiseled chin, and your hearts are cracked open like true angel queens. You're so vivacious and gorgeous. You could do anything. I love you so much. If I'm having to put up with this, I know you're having to put up with it. Anytime someone disrespects or dishonors you, I want you to be like, I'm a queen. I'm a goddess, true. You don't sit in that energy. If you're feeling shame or humiliation, like sometimes, because I've not been banned from anywhere in like a year. You're doing such a good job, Daisy. I know. You're so lovable. I know. I love you too.
Please stand clear. The doors are closing.
Okay. I get these little bursts of shame and humiliation for no reason. And sometimes I'll be really scared. And every time the door opens or something happens, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And I'm in my yoga studio. I'm like, they're coming for me. Because I've been arrested so many times. Like, my trauma will just come in. You know? That's what PTSD is.
Welcome aboard the Metro E-Line.
And I just go, oh,
This train's final destination is
my queen
Atlantic
is so
Station,
safe.
East LA.
Like, you're up in a nest made of silk feathers.
Don't play loud music. Block the
From
eyes
gorgeous
to the
level
right.
10 muscle hunk angel wings.
Park bikes
And their
pedestrians
giant
here.
muscles are holding
We'll
you
get
up
there
and
on
humming
time.
to you.
Please don't hold the doors.
Protecting you. You are a protected, loving
Next
gold
stop
queen.
is Expo La Brea
You have a
Station.
tribe
Connect here with
treasuring you.
212 to Hollywood
And you are a treasure, a
via La Brea.
life-enriching treasure. No one's getting you or gonna get you or gotten you. You're free and sovereign and magnetic. And I gotta remind myself. I know that you feel it too. I miss my kids all the time. I think about them all the time. I have these bursts like, I gotta talk to my kids, I gotta see them, I gotta see them. I always have a layer of a cry. Always. Like, I'm always about to cry. I could cry almost at any time because I miss my kids, and every once in a while I have these big, huge cries. It feels so good. We need each other.
Now
I
arriving
need to make
at
amends
La
with my
Brea
sister
Station.
and my
Connect
mom.
here with Metro 212 to
I
Hollywood
need to be
and
closer to my
Inglewood
brother
via
and my
La Brea.
kids. And to all of you. I don't know what you're imprisoned with. You might be imprisoned with work. You might be imprisoned with school. There might be a teacher grading you. How dare they? You're the most lovable queen. Don't let anyone shame or humiliate you. I'm hoping I'm talking to the little doobu doodles who from the schools. You're finally free. I don't want you to go back there. Please don't go back there. They're gonna grade you. You're an amazing god. You're a goddess. A king or a queen. What do I call you? Superhero? You're not meant to be forced to learn in the age of information. You could be on ChatGPT. That's your teacher. These teachers be giving you mediocrity and they're acting their trauma out on you.
The next
And they're
stop
really
is
stressed out.
Farmdale
Because it's
Station.
supposed to be like the teacher finds a master. There's not one master for her 38. Like, what? Just talk about overload. Poor teacher. Get over here, teacher. I need to console this teacher for 56 hours. Children, look what you did. Get out of this classroom right now. You imprisoned this teacher for long enough. Poor teachers. That's why they're always biting and snapping. And every teacher is an angry chihuahua who has 30 students that they're forced to learn. What? Of course, those students are annoying the bajumbas out of the teacher. And of course, the teachers wanting to tickle torture the students and chase them around the classroom and be like, get over here, you little doo-doo. Of course, the teachers wanting to tickle torture the students and chase them around the classroom and be like, get over here, you little doo-doo. Get over here at all times. This is serious. Please get over here, you little doo-doo. Get over here at all times. This is serious. Please I have to wait. Surrounded by all the goddesses. Finally, the wolves can come up and you. But if you're in the center and then the more goddesses are, the wolves can come up and you. But if you're in the center and then the more goddesses are, the less the men will be like, they will worship you and they'll act like you are like worship him, and that's called co-worshiping. He starts by like bowing and organizing the area and putting like flowers and incense and making sure there's a lot of food and being like, oh, can I fluff your hair? Can I massage you? And the men look hot for us goddesses. By now, there's 99% goddesses watching. There's 1% men, and they're bowing and lifting all of the 99% goddesses because they're like level 100 mega muscle hunks. Every muscle in their body has been named after a dinosaur. They're so triceratops powerful. Those are the men that we deal with.
Expo,
We would never call them a man, we call them a god.
The nearby Metro K line downstairs. And remember to tap again to transfer.
Who's lovable? Daniela, children do not want to go to school to learn. I love you so much, Daniela Sanchez. I love learning. I'm on my way to school right now. Traveling over an hour. I'm going to spend a couple hours. My other favorite school is on Melrose. Takes me 2 hours sometimes to get there. I love learning. I never knew that until 8 years ago. School ruined it for me. Children are regularly humiliated. They're not respected. I'm letting you know we need one master. We go and find a master. And if there's other students, it's because they're so drawn to that master. When we're forced to go in the room, this is the age of abundance. All right? It's a scarcity model for the kids and the teachers.
This train's final destination is Atlantic Station in East LA. Please be prepared to present your own validated tap card.
I really, excuse me, can you stop? I don't want you looking at me. You're making me uncomfortable. Do I have to move or are you going to stop? Dude, alright, I'm going to move. Look, I don't come on the train to make friends with you. I just want to be left alone. Alright? You should ask, like, hey, you want to talk? I just... Alright, I think that's like the 4th time I've been here. Alright. Really? It's like, please. I'm on the phone right now. Ask. Men, before you come, ask. Don't just come over here and start talking to me and staring at me and no. I don't like that. I don't want that. Stop it. I don't give my consent. Instead, would you please ask my consent, bow your head. Please don't do that. And if I'm clearly on the phone having a conversation, it makes me feel really uncomfortable if you just start staring at me on a train. Don't do that. See, we're not meant to live like this. This is a symptom of constantly being under stress. This is a symptom of being forced to learn, and then you never learn social cues because you're all the same age in one room. You're not watching the dynamics or people flirting or people, you're kept from all of that. Kids are supposed to be witnessing this stuff, but oh no, this is adult stuff. No. When you separate learning and teaching from giving and receiving and creating, you create separation, scarcity, and slavery. When you bring those 5 things together, you create fellowships. You create a world where we take care of each other and we don't charge for this. I trust.
Please stand clear.
This is a result of not trusting. That's our wound with money and power. Money is the shame that I'm not enough and I have to pay and I have to earn.
Help us help you. Keep your phones and other valuables out of sight.
Power.
And do not engage with solicitors.
That's the wound that I don't trust. I have to control. I've been violated. I've been lied to, so I'm going to do it to others. I've experienced violence and humiliation. I'm going to do it to others. I'm going to exploit. I'm going to think I own instead of belonging to the world and instead of being in a state of interbeingness, I'm going to believe I'm an individual to the degree where every other animal moves up the hill when they're supposed to because they could feel in their body that Earth's about to give a big tidal wave. except not one human knows what's about to happen, because they are in a state of individuality, not in a state of interbeingness. And before we couldn't name it. When we get controlled, we get separated from an inner part of us. And the Word of God is our body sensation, our feelings, and our needs. The Word of God is not in a book that was done to control us. So we bring together giving, receiving, learning, and teaching, and creating, Daniela. We don't force learning. That hurts. It's not true that kids love school. There's a lot of humiliation and bullying and trauma. And a lot of it's not processed because we're an individual. We're all alone. And you can't talk about your feelings. School's not emotional. You've got to do your work. Or you get behind. And then you're going to get doxxed. You're going to get graded. And if you don't go to school, the school get doxxed. They don't get paid. So then they're going to send a truancy officer. They're going to put you in a home and make sure your school get paid. And then the parents, on top of a job, they can have another full-time job. And then they're not going to get their visits with you. And they're going to have to get drug tested a couple times a week and go to parenting classes and go to a treatment center and get sober just because they were honest about their sobriety. Now it's being used over their head as a weapon, and their kids are in an industry, so it takes months, no years, to do anything. And everyone's traumatized and hurt. And the children imagine living in a store because the giving and receiving is now being paid for. And the foster parents tell your child, yes, it's true, they did. Oh, we don't hug unbiological children, only our own. And sometimes you go weeks and months not seeing them. This is what's being done to our kids.
The next stop is...
You want to talk about kid jail? The orphanage in Orange County is right across the street from Juvenile Hall. They got to walk through a tunnel right in between the two because they constantly like, you're going to juvie. You hit another kid in the orphanage, you go to juvie. They got 10, 11-year-olds in Juvenile Hall. In an orphanage. There's babies in that orphanage. Look it up. It's in Orange County.
California Science Center, Natural History Museum.
It's called the Orangewood Children's
LA
Home.
Memorial Coliseum and BMO
And
Stadium.
I've been to that courthouse. My kids are in Huntington Beach. So you could look up the courthouse. And then they terminate your rights. And then they don't let you see your kids. And you go to see your kids and you go to see your kids. To the point where they keep putting you in jail. You get 30 misdemeanors, 5 felonies. You won't stay away from your kids ever. And what ends up happening is you just get so done because you got nothing to lose. So you got your kids. You already superheroed yourself. Never waver from the path. Had to upgrade this way or stress was going to kill you. And you want to live so you can see your kids. So we created this mother lover. And she's here to mother this, well, the beach technically, Venice and Santa Monica. I don't want to spread myself too thin. But also all the Doobadoodle Goddess Squad on my TikTok and my Zoom. Like, I'm able to give you other channels to find me goddesses. And the God Squad, we have room for you too. Come bowing. And we'll create a goddess squad, a God Squad just for you where you guys can connect together. And you guys can lead because I'm not leading this space. Kate says, what can we do? What can we do about what? I miss my kids. I miss them so much. Do you know what I want to do the most? I just want to play with them. I used to love chasing them. I used to play this game, run away or get paddled, which is not okay. Because I used to hit my kids. I would never hit them now. I learned not to hit, but I would run away with the paddle, chase them with a paddle, and I'd give them like a little tiny nick that didn't hurt. And they'd be like, Mom, can we play that game? I used to play this game where I would launch giant pillows at them so it doesn't hurt. They'd be like, pillow hurricane. And I would tickle them, and I had 2 boys, so I played pretty rough.
Please stand clear. The doors are closing.
Because that's what they wanted. One time I played too rough with Dylan. He let me know. I felt so awful. I was giving him Charlie horses. He started crying and got scared, and I felt so terrible. You know, I always apologized when I hit my kids, and I would black out, and then the next day my son I would ask my oldest son, he would tell me what I did, and I would say sorry, I don't remember. And he knew I was trying to get sober. He would dump out my alcohol, and I would hide it, and he would find it, and would stay up all night doing cocaine with my poor kids. You know, I'd be laying them around all day. It was awful for them. They've never seen what I'm like. Now that I work on myself and healthy relationships, it's really important to me. I'm doing a lot of work on myself. It's so easy now. Between all the therapies and things that are available, and doctors and professionals and empathy groups and free programs and fellowships and AI. My kids. My daughter's 9, my chicha. I love you so much, Emily Rose Isabella. She has 3 2 first names and middle name. My 2 boys and I named her. Dylan named her Emily, I named her Rose, Chris named her Isabella. Dylan is going to be 18 in June, and Chris is 15, going to be 16.
Ortho Institute Station. Exit here for LA Trade Tech College, Orthopedic Institute for Children, and Mount St. Mary's University. Connect here with the nearby Metro J Line.
I definitely have a cry.
Again to transfer.
I gotta cry regularly.
Please stand clear. The doors are closing.
I gotta cry regularly.
This is your Metro.
It's
Let's
like
watch
a
out for one another. Please report any unwanted
heaviness
attention
that's
from
wet,
others.
like a big, wet, soaked washcloth, like a big cloud around my eyes. And it weighs heavy, and my cheekbones still rise, but I can feel the heaviness in my shoulders and my cheeks, my eyes. And I miss my kids so much.
Usando el intercomunicador de tren, llamando a la línea de seguridad al 888.
And sometimes I'll say their names to get it out. I'll say to Rose, Chris.
The next stop is Pico Station. Exit here for Crypto.com Arena, LA Live, and the Convention Center. Connect here with the Metro A Line. And remember to tap again to transfer. This is the Metro E Line train.
I want to talk about one of my favorite goddesses that I'm thinking about. I have a lot of daughters. That's you goddesses. You're my little tiny goddess, gorgeous genius queens. I love you so much. You make my heart glow and sparkle. And basically tiny goddess queens. Here to mother you. That's why I go to the beach. So if you are benefiting because you're receiving my mother, I'm benefiting by mothering you. And you're mothering me too. Our kids repair us. And Nikki says, I'm sorry, sweetheart, your sweet soul. Your babies don't deserve this. They're too. Yeah. So, she was nicer to people, she wouldn't have to cry on the bus alone. It's very wise. Anytime we're not nice to someone, it pushes others away. It doesn't just push the one away that we're not nice to. It pushes everyone who is witnessing away. That's wisdom. It's not very empathetic to say it right now, even if it's true. Most everything we say is true, but our timing is everything. And that timing was off. It took me out of my emotional and into my neutral observatory mode. And I would really like to be in my emotional, because I would like to talk about my kids and not have to address that for anyone listening. It's okay to be alone, and it's okay to act out. And of course we cry alone. And please cry on the bus. Please cry on the train. I'm actually on a train. Please cry in public. It's very natural. It's not the same as going to the bathroom. It's okay to cry.
Crypto.com Arena.
It's okay to cry in public. It's okay if someone comes over and says, "Are you okay?"
And remember to
And
tap
you
again
say,
to transfer. This is the Metro E-Line train.
"I'm having a spiritual poopy, and if you would like to contribute to my thriving, I could use a hand on my shoulder while I cry." That's really what I could use right now. Not advice. I would like to hear things like, "Yeah, you miss your kids." That would really land. You could say, "Oh, I bet Dylan
Please stand clear.
is
The doors
an
are closed.
amazing young man that you are so proud of." Whoa, it must have gone by so fast. I can't believe he's going to be 18. You must be so excited that he is going to be coming home
The
soon.
next stop is
7th Street,
Any of
Metro
these
Center,
would land.
downtown LA. Exit here for Big at 7th and the block.
Connect here with Metro B&D lines downstairs. And remember to tap again to transfer.
Goddesses, if you want to give yourself,
D lines downstairs. And remember to tap again to transfer.
goddesses, if you want to give yourself, you let them flip up, and then you let your nose go up, and then you flip your lip down, and you lie like this on a clean surface. You put a silk pillowcase flat on the wood, and just like let the pressure, you know, babies get a flat head when they're left on their back. Same on the wood, and just like let the pressure, you know, babies get a flat head when they're left on their back.